Alright, Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. Today we are going to present about the generation of the computers. But today we are going to present about the first generation of the computers. Alright, before we start our presentation, I would like to introducing our group team member. First of all, my name is Ani Ifadeni, and they are Abdul Zahir and Abrisam Muzamil. For the intro of the first generation of computers, this generation primarily from the 1946 to 1949 was characterized by the use of vacuum tube as a primary electronic component. These computers were large, slow, and energy intensive, often requiring entire room for their operation. They primarily use machine language for programming and rely on punch card and paper tape for input or output. For this generation, they primarily use pushcart and paper tape as an input device. These devices were used to input both data and program instructions. Additionally, console switch could also be used for manual input.
Okay, moving on. For process, spanning roughly from 1946 to 1959, it relied on vacuum tubes for processing and memory. These machines were large, expensive, and generated significant heat. They also used the machine language for programming, but they were not capable of multitasking and primarily used punch cards and paper tape for input and output.
So let's continue with output for the first generation of computer. For output, primarily use punch card and paper tape for output, often alongside console light or printouts. While magnetic tape could also be used for output, it was sometimes used for both input and output in early machines. After that, we will also talk about the storage device. Storage device use magnetic drums and magnetic tapes for data storage. These devices were used to store programs and data and were a key feature of early computing systems.
Now, for the input of ENIAC, mono-national electrical numerical integrator in a computer, use punch cards as its primary input device. These cards contain data and instructions, which were read by an IBM card reader connected to the machine. ENIAC also utilized plug boards for some instruction input and external memory storage, according to Data Center Dynamics. Now for the process, this device used vacuum tubes and was programmed by physically wiring cables and setting switches on plug boards. This meant that each new problem required a manual reconfiguration of the machine, which could take days. For the output, this device utilizes lights, switches, and punch cards output device to display results. The computer had a printer and a punch card writer as well. That's all for ENIAC.
Alright, I think that's all for us. Thank you and thank you for watching this our presentation today. See you next time.